Hi guys and gals, Amy here, and today I am sharing some of the new October release of stencils at A Colorful Life Designs. So I'm going to show you the products in the beginning of the video here, but if you want to skip ahead to the cards, go about 2.5 minutes in or so. But to start, I'm going to show you these stencils. This is the new Falala stencil. It's a 6x9, very cool. Next up we have a trio of edger stencils. These are very awesome with the positive and negative space. You can use them together or individually. This is the Christmas Scene Edger 1, 2, and 3. So you can see you have the positive and negative space. It allows you to do really cool things with these stencils. You can kind of layer them on top of each other or use one by itself to kind of help create a scene with a critter or just a fun nature scene with a sentiment. Lots of possibilities here. I'm excited to play with those. Next up we have the Happy Tree Edger. So again, positive and negative space. These are kind of a little bit more whimsical looking. Here's a fun layered stencil. This is layered string lights. So you have one stencil for the little wire part and then another part for the bulbs. So that's fun to kind of create with. And then we have the layered Santa hats. So you have one for the red hat portion and then one for the white. And these are 6x6 stencils. And then this is one of the awesome split stencils. This is something also unique to A Colorful Life Designs. This is the the split bling swirl stencil. That'll be really fun to play with as well. This elegant snowflake, probably one of my favorites. So pretty. And this is cozy knit. Fun little background stencil. This is another edger stencil called Village Edger 1. Very excited about this one. And you'll see me create with this one here in a little bit. This is layered glowing candles. So you could totally use those candles for, birthday cards or whatever else. It doesn't have to be seasonal. This is the Christmas Tree Edger 1. So again, another scene builder. Kind of do fun things with that. And then this is Snow Hill Edger 1. So again, this is just part of the release. Be sure to check out the rest. I'll put the information in the video description box below if you want to scroll down, and I'll have my coupon code there. For these cards, I'm going to use the Paradise Found from the Spa collection. These are the mini ink pads from Catherine Pooler. And then I also have the Weathered Wood Distress ink, which is a nice cool gray. I'm just going to grab my cottontail blending brushes from the Rabbit Hole Designs, and I'm just going to start by creating a background with that Falala stencil. So I'm just going to use the weathered wood. I want to lay down some of that gray. Not taking too much time at this. Obviously I have the video sped up, but it didn't take much time at all. I just kind of wanted to lay down that gray to kind of set the stage. And you'll see I'm leaving it lighter in a strip towards the bottom. That's because I know I'm going to layer another stencil on top of there, and I just don't want the falala to be too dark, but honestly, as you'll see in the design, it doesn't really matter. So I remove that, and now I'm going to lay down the bottom portion of the Village Edger stencil, kind of lay that out where I want it on the panel. And then I'm using Juniper Mist. It's such a beautiful, rich navy color, and I'm just kind of quickly ink blending that. I'm not even using pixie spray, actually. The stencil's staying down just fine. And then coming in with that beautiful Daydream color. That teal is just stunning. So here's a big reveal. Doesn't that look so cool? Now at this point, I'm thinking the white on the top and bottom are looking a little bit too stark. So I'm going to come back in after I clean my work surface. I'm going to come back in with that weathered wood and just kind of tone it down a little bit on the top and bottom and in the corners. It kind of gives it a little bit of a vignette sort of look. So I'm just working my way around the panel there just to kind of tone that down. Now I'm not putting any of it over the buildings themselves because I want them to remain, bright white in the focal point of the card. So here I have just a little water sprayer where I put some perfect pearls inside it, so it gives it that nice shimmery effect, but also, gives that water reactive look of water droplets. So I'm just kind of flicking that all over the panel, and then I use some paper towel to sop up the water. It does leave the cool, shimmery, perfect pearl behind. So next up, I have 4 colors. I have Juniper Mist, Royal Treatment, Eucalyptus, and then also, I forgot what the other one was. I pulled it away too fast. But again, I'm using the same colors, the same little mini ink pad set, the Paradise Found, and then the Weathered Wood. So I'm going to lay the Cozy Knit down as the background, the subtle background for this panel. And then once I reveal that, you'll see it's just kind of a, you know, not too in your face, but a piece of interest for the panel. And at first I was going to center that elegant snowflake, but then I decided to tip it off to the side, and then use some post-it tape to mask off the little parts of the panel that are sticking outside of the 6x6 stencil. Oh, Juniper Mist, that was the other color. So Royal Treatment, Juniper Mist, Peppermint Scrub, and Eucalyptus. Those are the 4 colors. And you can see they go down like a dream. They're just so rich and pigmented, and they blend so easily. So I'm thinking I might make a bunch of these for some of my Christmas cards this year, because it's just so gorgeous and it was so easy to make. So this is a simple Christmas card idea here. Obviously you can switch up the colors and make it more traditional if you want, but I really love how this turned out. And again, take it or leave it here if you want that little extra distressed look. I'm using the same water and perfect pearls mixture, and, you know, splattering that down over the panel and using a paper towel to pick it up. So that kind of finishes this panel. I set those aside to dry a little bit and bring my other panel back. And then you'll see I'm gonna cut the panels out actually with some paper rose stitched rectangle dies. These panels are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so American A2 size or US A2 size. And these stitched dies will kind of cut them down a little bit, so it'll leave a little bit of a border margin on the card base when I attach it, and it gives it that cool finished edge. So this is an A2 size card base of 110 pound cardstock. And here you'll see I got the new, it's not actually new, but new to me, the Christmas stamp from Tailored Expressions. If you've watched any of my other videos or seen my cards, you'll see I use these simple strips all the time. So I was excited to add the Christmas one into the lineup. I do need to stamp some with my usual white heat embossing on black. It's a standard go-to, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I do have some gray stamped out previously that works well with actually both of these designs. So this one, May Your Season Sparkle, kind of deciding, I think I actually wanted to put it on the inside. You don't always need a sentiment, and in this case you've already got Falala all over the background, so just kind of let these beautiful stencils, you know, take the cake here. Just attaching the panel directly to the card base. I don't have it popped up with any dimension or anything like that. And I'm going to glue in the sentiment on the inside of the card. So you could stop here or, you know, keep going. Once I saw the sparkle sentiment, I was like, okay, now I need to add more sparkle. Those little splatters weren't quite enough. So got these little gems from Studio Katia and kind of lay those around in an uneven number. I think I've got 3 on one side and 2 on another. So liquid glue down 5 of those little gems, and I can't stop there. So I think it's like a Michael's equivalent of stickles, just this pretty glittery stickles type of product, and I decided to just kind of lay that at the base of the buildings to kind of look like a, you know, snow hill or something like that. So I had to bring the sparkle, right? I mean, it matched the sentiment. So again, I picked a couple more in the gray because they work with this layout, and die cut this panel down a little bit. Same thing, attach it to a card base. Decided to put some dimension with one of these little Darice foam strips to pop up the sentiment on the front. And seeing what place looks best. Decide on right in the middle of that elegant snowflake. So wishing you a joyous holiday. And then put the other one with liquid glue on the inside, from our house to yours. And that basically finishes this card. I do decide to put down a little bit of glitter again. So you can see you can use the same products, you know, obviously with the exception of the stencils, and get a totally different look. But this is some, you know, relatively easy Christmas card ideas if you're in the market to make some of those. I hope you like how they turned out. They're relatively flat, should be pretty easy to ship. So I just love that elegant snowflake. I've definitely got to make some more of those, but I don't know, that village scene is pretty awesome too. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. And if you're going to do like a batching sort of, you know, Christmas card thing, or if you're going to do all individual ones. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video today. Please be sure to check out the rest of the October release at A Colorful Life Designs. It's pretty awesome. And don't forget my coupon code. All the products and video details and everything are in the description box below. So hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.